they fear what's going to happen to them in the future. The fears were, one, that it would be a colonial takeover from one colonial master to another. From Britain, from London to Kuala Lumpur. In fact, that's the word of siapa ini? Sukarno also at the time. He said, no, this Malaysia proposal is simply a takeover. Transfer of the colonial office from London to Kuala Lumpur. They, of course, use that also to try to create more fear in us. And we fear that one day if this proposal is simply a takeover, then where is our future? Number two, the fear was that we would be subjugated. Subjugated means, we would be taken over and ruled by another group of people. We will lose our individualities, our independence and so on, and our own future. So these were the fears. But these fears is not main-main punya, ini betul punya. But of course our people were not very educated at that time, and so what happened? The proposal was put to a commission to study. Okay, they created a global commission to make a study of how the people are receiving the idea of the Malaysia proposal. Okay, so what happened was Global Commission went round. Now, Global Commission consists of people from England, Britain, from Malaya. There were two from Malaya. Tan Sri Ghazali Sarji, another guy, and another guy from, two guys from Sarawak and two guys from Sabah, from North Borneo. And this Global Commission went around to promote the idea of what is Malaysia. Of course, they hear a lot of objections, and the one that I mentioned earlier was some of them. Eventually, they came up with a report. The Global Commission came up with a report saying there are a lot of fears and misgivings, and these have to be addressed. And some of these fears, if not addressed, and we still go ahead with the idea of Malaysia, for example, if you go ahead with the fact that there is a fear of a takeover and we simply take over, then he said Malaysia will not be accepted and it will not be successful. This is the prediction by the Global Commission in its report. So the recommendation was, you can go ahead with the idea, but these are the fears, these are the issues that you need to address. And therefore, they came up with this conclusion that 1/3 of the people accepted Malaysia proposal without too much worry about condition. 1/3 say, well, we will accept only if we can address with these fears, I mean, with conditions lah. And another third saying, we want independence first, or we prefer the status quo. Actually, if you go back to it, you can actually conclude to say 2/3, only 1/3 agreed lah. But okay, never mind. They went ahead with the negotiation. The next stage was further negotiation on more specific issues. More specific issues like, okay, how are you going to manage the federation? How is the federation going to be formed? In what form it should take? So they say, number one, it should be a federation and not a unitary system. You know the difference between a unitary system and a federation? Saya ingat kamu tahu juga kan? Kalau unitary, dia itu macam semenanjung sekarang. Very powerful central government with little power left in the state. Meaning, central government take all the powers and the residual power remains with the state. This is the unitary system yang kita tidak mau. Dulu kita punya founding fathers tidak mau. What they accept is a federation. A true federation means state main power, residual power you give to the center. Opposite. Okay? So meaning foreign affairs, national defense, you give it to the center lah. Main powers remain with the state. So on that basis, okay, kita agree it will be a federation. Then, but the question is, you are already a federation. There already exists a federation of Malaya with 11 states. How are you going to have a federation within a federation? That was another question. And so kita punya founding fathers look at this and they say, well, the existing state in Malaya is an existing state under Malaya. We don't want to be equal to the state in Semenanjung. We don't want to be like equal to Penang, equal to Perlis and so on. We want to be equal to Malaya. There are 4 parties. The state of Malaya were never a party to the discussion on Malaysia. Only Malaya. Okay, the parties, 4 parties. Malaya, North Borneo, Singapore, Sarawak, of course, Britain. Dia tidak mau. Dia bilang we cannot be equated to. So they agree. They agree to Government give the assurance, you shall not be the 12th or the 13th state because we are equal. I mean Malaya and you equal. And then okay, they say if we are equal, then we make sure there is an assurance, there is an undertaking that we shall be equal. So itu gua geraman bilang normally we are equal partners. Equal partners.